Hi. Hello. I am so sorry for the late start. I don't know if I threw anyone off, but I have been waiting at my desk for 2 hours for the stream to start, and right as I was about to hit start, I got technical difficulties. I'm actually very impressed with myself for figuring it out all by myself and not giving up. Because it's quite characteristic of me to just be like, oh, I don't know what to do here, which is fair. I am actually terrible at technology. It's quite impressive that I'm capable of streaming at all. um, Second apology, I apologize for the background noise. I have no idea what the stream sounds like right now. I also don't know what it sounds like when I laugh because it looks like I'm peaking the audio, and I'm so sorry if I'm hurting your ears. But I've got two fans going on right now. I'm boiling in my apartment. There's not a whole lot I can do about the background noise. I need my fans going. But I did my best to make the audio work out because I consider myself notorious for always having streams of the too quiet variety. But hello! It's been over a year, and I'm here again. I'm here again. Um, I imagine I'm going to be talking to myself for most of the stream, but that is okay. I have a lot of yapping I want to get out, and I want to keep it for archival purposes as a VOD, expand a bit on what I said in my Mayor of Yapsville video. Um, but I just wanted to have a really laid-back stream where I play some Minecraft, talk about what's been going on in my life since I was last streaming regularly. And by regularly, I mean I streamed for like 3 weeks and then have not once since then. But I'm back, and I have a lot more free time this time, so I actually already started a world. I started a world, which I haven't done anything on it. I was just checking to make sure that I would get a good seed and not waste time on stream finding a good seed. Um, and actually, I'm I'm wanting to live in a mangrove biome. So even though I'm like in a really good starting biome, I'm not going to stay here. So I guess it didn't even matter that I went to this length to find myself a good seed before stream starts. But that is okay. That is a-okay. Um so yeah, I'm just hoping to have a really calm, just playing Minecraft and talking a bit, mostly to myself, just talking about where I've been. So, there have been a couple big changes since I last streamed. As I discussed, I waited until the summer after I graduated high school to debut, which I think was a pretty good decision. Um, just timing wise, there was no way that I could have started after I finished my model, even though um, I finished it a little bit prior. Um, there would have been a huge issue with just me, being a high school senior and graduating. There's just no time for anything. So I waited. I ended up having a really successful summer that year. I got to do a lot of things that I liked. I streamed a bit. I was surrounded by friends and I made some money for college, but it didn't really work out after that, which was really sad. That I just did not have any time for streaming in college. Um, I'm right now I'm in my second year of college. I moved in on Saturday, and yesterday was my first day of classes. But I do not have Tuesday classes, so this is a really convenient time for me to be able to start streaming. And um, second big change is I started testosterone in May, so I think my voice sounds a little bit different. Not too drastic. I've always had a bit of a deeper male hint to my voice. But anyways, I'm quite excited about that. I think I'm doing pretty good. Um, so, let's catch up. Let's catch up. um, so, I wanted to start regularly streaming around the time that I debuted. I really thought that I was going to be able to maintain college and streaming. I don't know why I thought that streaming as a hobby was going to last me longer than a couple weeks of summer when I actually had the free time. That was not the case. I go to a very academically rigorous college, and outside of that, the program that I'm actually in, the theater program, adds on multiple more classes than a regular academic program at this school, which makes it really inconvenient to have hobbies and to be an artist at the same time. The people here are very creative. I don't know how the other people here do it. They maintain their hobbies. A lot of these people have small businesses and sell jewelry or clothes on campus, which is really cool. I love I love buying from other students on campus. It's just so nice to like give back to the community and see what other artists are up to. But for me, when I initially got on campus, I actually ended up falling in love with a new art form. And for privacy reasons, I'm not going to disclose what that art form was, but I invested a lot of my free time into it. Last year, I really, I really found myself with a new passion, which I've talked a bit about the way that passion takes over my whole heart and soul. When I find something new that I really like, and I really didn't have time for any of my previous hobbies. It was just me doing classes, getting involved in theater where I could, and getting involved in this new club that I really liked. Unfortunately, I haven't really found my people here. I have found that I can't really relate with this student body. Generally, like, I fit in. If you look at me and you look at my school and you look at the other people who go here, you would think that I fit in. I feel safe when I'm on campus. I think the people I go to school with are really cool, but I just don't fit in. These are not my people. We don't really share interests or a lot of personality traits. And then I also found through just being exposed to a whole new part of the world that I have a lot of learning to do, and I have a lot of self-improvement to do. And I think a lot of the time my mental health struggles have interfered with my ability to like maintain relationships and like be an adult. So when I realized last year that I wasn't really doing socially the way I wanted to, I had to come to terms with the fact that I have a lot of growing to do. And I have been working really hard to improve myself as a person, to improve my mental health. I'm at a really difficult point where I feel like I've tried everything. I am a part of a really progressive family in terms of therapy. So like that has always been an option for me. I've been working really hard to find peace, I guess, in my mental health through therapy. But I don't know if that's the right path for me at this time. Because I really tried for a long time, but I just can't really make use of it in the way that I think people really expect you to. When you go to therapy, it's like improve your mental health, improve yourself as a person. I think a lot of my difficulty right now comes from my environment, and there's not a lot that I can do about that at this point in time. I am ready to be a part of the adult world is my issue. School doesn't really work for me. As I said before, I don't fit in here. I don't know if there's a school where I do fit in. I think I really need to start my adult life, but that's just not an option for me right now. I have to finish my schooling. So, yeah, I've really been doing a lot to learn from the people around me. I've been doing a lot to figure out, I guess, what works for me here. So last year when I started college, I was just totally miserable all the time, except for that new hobby I found myself in. I just couldn't find anything that made me happy at this school, and it made it really hard for people to interact with me. It made it hard for me to find time for my old hobbies alongside the academic stuff. It's just like there was so much going on. And in second semester, it got better, and then it got a million times worse. I've come to this point after just all the experience I've had this whole past year, where I have lost 95% of the people that I care about. 95% of the people who got me to where I am. 95% of the people who know about my streaming activities and who supported me and got me to this point. I made a lot of mistakes. I have, like I said, a lot of learning to do. I don't really feel like a whole person right now. I heard a cat. I don't feel like a person, and I really need to continue focusing on my health, focusing on my studies. Um, for right now, the reason that I was able to stream is because I had to set aside that new passion I found. I had to say, I really need to continue focusing on my mental health. I just don't think now is the right time for me. Similarly to how therapy has not really worked out for me, I don't think I am at a point where I can maintain a new a new hobby like that. But with with losing that new hobby, I started wondering what it would look like for me to stream again, even if not regularly. But I'm spending a lot of time in my room. I'm finishing all my assignments. I'm focusing on myself. I wondered what it would look like if I wanted to pick up streaming again. And this was a really hard decision for me because I just got here to college on Saturday, right? But I've been thinking about what this semester is going to look for me all summer. I spent all summer dreading this. I spent all summer not wanting to come back. I've thought about transferring, but that's a whole other thing I'll get into. And I came to the conclusion that I don't want to rot away in my room just because I'm not ready, just because I'm not a perfect person. I don't think I should I don't think I should become a recluse entirely. I am not going out as much as I would like to, just because I don't really have friends on campus. But I'm not trying to become a recluse, and I know I have the gumption required to not let my life be engulfed by like bad things that happened during my first year of college. Even though I have a lot of growing to do, even though I'm not perfect, I really think I have the strength to make things work out. And for me, that might not necessarily mean... Actually, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I forgot what I was saying in the first place. Anyways, it's hard. Life is hard. College is hard. So it took a long time to kind of figure out what I wanted to do when I got back. It took a long time to figure out how I was going to take care of myself, how I was going to focus on my hobbies and my artwork. And now that I'm here, and I feel just totally lost and totally incomplete, I realized that it could be a good time for me to get back into streaming, even just temporarily. I think right now the productivity I need could be talking to myself. I think something really weird about streaming that took time to realize, especially because I'm a smaller streamer, I don't really do anything for the numbers of it. That's just not realistic, especially not in this day and age. But like, as someone who streams as explicitly a hobby, there's a lot of discipline that goes into it. There's a lot of skill that can be garnered when you have to talk to yourself for hours on end. There's a lot of, strangely enough, technological aspects I could learn from. Like, if you know my content well, you know that I spent years not perfecting, but like improving my rigging so that I could be responsible for my own Live 2D model. Like I said, getting on stream today, I figured out how to solve my own technical difficulties, which is huge for me. Usually, oh my gosh, testosterone voice crack, which is huge for me. Usually I have to go and ask one of my tech friends to figure out what's going on. But I was like, no, I'm not wasting this opportunity. If I'm not, like, I'm not going to become a shut-in. I'll talk to myself if it means not being a shut-in. I know, I think it's pretty streamer core to be a shut-in and like focus all your time on streaming. But for me, the opportunity that I'm given to practice technological skills, to tell stories, to play games that make me happy, because I don't really make time for that. it doesn't feel much like what being a shut-in was to me, like during COVID. During COVID, and especially during high school, I had a really hard time like leaving my house and like going out with friends. Which in general is hard to do anyway when you live in a walkable city and can't afford car insurance. I was not really able to leave my house on my own anyway, but um, being given a space to game in a way that feels this is so weird but productive to me. You know, it's really weird that productivity to me is playing games, but um, if I wasn't playing games right now, I would be on TikTok because Tuesday is my free day. So I think I'm taking a step up. I would rather be gaming and talking to myself than scrolling TikTok, you know? And especially because right now I'm taking some time to um, just talk about some things that I think are pretty important to me and to my channel. But so, like I said, I really struggled with my first year of college. It was entirely unenjoyable except for this one thing that I've now had to quit anyway. So there's a lot of give and take. And right now I'm working on finding the system that works for me. I don't know if I'll be able to continue streaming regularly, or if maybe just every once in a while when I happen to not have work on a free day that I could, because I do have a job over here, that it could just be a really nice, I think, like midpoint in my week. And I think it could be nice to just return to something that I worked really, really hard for, and that just all of a sudden didn't work for me anymore. I was just sitting here in my room wondering what I'm going to do on my free days. And I realized I have done so much for myself to get myself to this point, and that now I have the time to finally do this thing that I enjoy. I think I should just go for it. And like I said in my Mayor of Yapsville video, streaming is not particularly like enjoyable to me. It's not something I wake up and seek out doing, but there are ways that it is enjoyable that are just not always convenient for me, which is like on those days that I wake up and I would rather record a video or like edit a video, even like make a cover, and that's better for me. You know, it doesn't always have to be one way or another, because I remember that when I did stream, even like pre-debut, I think I was even more I think I liked streaming even more pre-debut than post-debut last summer. I would have to hype myself up, and then it was all good. And it's so funny because every time I start stream, I'm scared again. It doesn't matter how many times I've streamed, I'm always anxious again at the beginning. And then it always works itself out, especially in like a good old Minecraft stream. I got the idea because I recently came across my 2022 Minecraft stream again, and I literally just yapped to myself for like over an hour, and it was so much fun. And every time I start streaming again, I'm nervous, and then I acclimate. It's kind of like performing on stage too, because as I said, my major is theater. It doesn't matter how many productions I'm in, I'm always going to be anxiously biting off my nails until the curtains open, you know? Like it never gets less anxiety provoking. It gets easier to manage, because there comes a certain point where you recognize that that after the curtains open, all the anxiety melts away and you're ready to just be in the moment, but the anxiety doesn't go away. You just learn to work with it, which is interesting. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm also talking very aimlessly, and it's making me a little bit self-conscious, but that's just the way of streaming, I guess. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about the background noise. Now that I moved into my dorm, which is literally a repurposed apartment building 10 minutes off of my campus. I live right next to a main road. I live on the 6th floor, so I have a really nice like view of this busy area. It's very comforting to look out at night, but it's noisy. I do like it. Like I hope I'm communicating. I actually really, really love my dorm, and I love my suite. I really like the location. I'm very much a city person who was unfortunately born in the most suburban town ever. Um, but now I'm living my dream. I'm on the sixth floor of a repurposed apartment building for my school, and I feel like I'm in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of the hubbub. I'm in the middle of the noise, but that means you guys have to hear honking cars every like 5 minutes, and I'm sorry about that. um, I've not been making much progress. I'm just kind of running around. It's like when the Yap session is so good that you just kind of run around the world. I love the 2 week Minecraft phase. I really need another one, but I just don't know it's the right time. It's like a big decision. When is the next 2 week Minecraft phase, you know? I think I'm trying to start one soonish, but it's hard with school starting up and all. But maybe I can start a 2 week Minecraft phase with you. Exciting. It's really weird picking up from a spot where I left off 2 years ago. Well, 1 year ago is when I debuted, and it was a lot easier to stream back then because I would always have like 2 or 3 people watching, and it felt like more productive. And right now, I'm genuinely talking to myself and just kind of relying on the fact that this is going to be a VOD I can look back on for archival purposes later. And when I say archival purposes, I mean just to note where I'm at in my streaming journey. It's really strange coming back to that because I understand leaving any social media platform for any amount of time makes it so hard to come back, and the traction is just gone. And I think that's okay. I think I can really work towards making myself happy, and I don't really need to worry about the platform so much. It's hard because my mental health isn't always compatible with keeping up some sort of traction. And I hate for that to be disappointing to myself or to anyone, but I'm also really trying to focus on the parts of VTubing that make me happy, and not whatever like VTubing guides I was watching 3 years ago that were like, you need to focus on your Twitter networking. I no wanna. I just want to play games and have fun. And if another person finds comfort in listening to me yap, then that's lovely. But I'm tired of feeling like I'm underperforming explicitly because I'm not conforming to what Twitter told me to do in 2021 or whatever, you know? But then discussing the ways that traction affects anything in your streaming makes you look like an asshole. I don't know if that's tracking, but I've seen a lot of people discussing, like, in VTuber Twitter spaces, how strange it is that networking is so important, but also getting into really petty arguments. I know Twitter is the place for petty arguments anyway, but, like, petty arguments concerning that someone or other now seems so stuck up that they're talking about their viewers or whatever. It's like it's not a good look, which is valid, and I see the reasoning for that, but you know, being online in any capacity is hard. I'm really trying to follow, unfortunately, despite my my focus being theater, that Bo Burnham says, if you could live your life without an audience, do it. I understand why he would say such a thing and why that is important. And I think I really value that in the fact that I never was a big streamer. I think that is important to me. And honoring that I'm in a really good position where I did get to chat with people really casually and never have to worry about living my life with an audience. That, I think, has a different context for specifically my interest in theater. Because, unfortunately, every profession involving theater involves having an audience. Now, how does one figure out... How do I word this? How does one live their life without an audience when their life depends on having an audience, or their job, kind of? So I think I just got fortunate that streaming taught me early on. Streaming taught me how to manage that. I got to chat with really cool people on stream. I think that was cool and fun. There's just a lot to think about. Having started streaming so young too. And some days I curse myself for not having started younger because you see the success stories of teenagers that started streaming and just randomly hit gold. But I also know that I wouldn't have had the resources to start streaming any younger anyways. Like even right now, my USB mic is $30 and it's actually terrible. So, you work with what you have. And I've been having a really great time. Um, I've been having a really great time. At least I know I did have a really great time when I was more comfortable streaming on a more semi-regular basis. I'm remembering all the times I was like, guys, I'll try to figure out regular streaming too, and it just never happened. I could have just said that streaming wasn't gonna work out for me on a regular basis, but I feel like I've always just been so scared of the way like Twitter and YouTube VTubing guides treated VTubing. Like it was like, you have to stream every day or else you're gonna lose traction. I don't care. Let me, please just have fun. Let it be a hobby. Because on the flip side, people be like, don't treat streaming like you're going to get big and make a living off of it. Treat it like it's a hobby. Like it has to be a hobby. You gotta enjoy doing it on a small scale, or else you'll be miserable when it's on a larger scale, which makes a lot of sense to me. And I have tried doing this, but then every time I'm trying to do it as a hobby, I feel like um I'm letting down a certain part of VTubing in and of itself that expects all of this like daily effort, hours of my life invested into this one thing. And I think it's silly because nowadays, even like 3 years after I was obsessed with watching them, I'm holding myself to YouTube how to be a VTuber tutorials from 2021. It's a really weird part of growing up, and growing up with a really new art form and streaming form. It's just really, really interesting. It's so weird seeing the evolution of VTubing. It was weird watching the VTubing bubble pop. It was weird being a little hobbyist streamer in like for the just literally one summer last year. There's just a lot to think about, a lot to reflect on. Um, I think I really like video editing a lot more than I like streaming. And now that I'm in this position where I'm at college and I'm alone and I have time to invest in my hobbies and work on VTubing, I think I'm finding a little bit more. I'm not gonna climb that mountain. I'm finding a little bit more comfort in streaming, and I think I could learn to invest in it as a skill more than as something I have to do in order to be considered a VTuber. I don't know, I just wanted to try it for the first time in a while, because I remember it was hard, and I didn't always like it, but that you get into the vibe of it, and it's not unenjoyable by any means. And now I'm playing Minecraft, dude. I love Minecraft, and I've wanted to be playing Minecraft for a while. Just didn't have the means to. Anyways, I'm rambling. I've been to 2 villages, unfortunately, without any fish on me, but I've not found, I'm looking for a mangrove biome, and those are fairly rare, so, not ideal. Hmm. Okay, well, the Minecraft music was playing at the title screen, and then it stopped when I opened the new world, and I'm quite disturbed about that. I want it to come back. My computer's having a hard. I'm so sorry about the lag. I am so sorry. My computer is not the best. I have a stick of RAM that I can put in it to make it better. And I have to go to school IT to ask them to install it, but I'm really self-conscious that they're going to open up my computer and it's going to be full of dirt or something. I don't know. I've had this computer since 2020. Yeah, since 2020. And I don't want IT to have to see the horrors of what's inside my computer. Because I don't know a single thing about hardware or how that works or what it's going to look like when it's opened up, since I have not touched any of it since 2020. I remember playing a lot of Sort the Court in 2022 when I was streaming pre-debut. That was really fun. It was so weird because randomly I just ended up having a lot of fun with that. And it worked really well for me streaming. I loved doing the highlight reels that I would edit myself. That was, it was a nice way to mix the streaming and the video editing aspect for me. Even though I'm not a very good video editor, it's genuinely like a hobby that I'm just not good at all. It's okay though, it's okay. Oh, there's a big cave. I know I should want to go in there, but I don't. Yeah, I know no wanna. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm alright. I wonder what it'll be like comparing my past streaming from last summer to now. Because I can hear the way that my voice is different, even though the vocal range is mainly the same, and I know I would talk with the same cadence. There's something fundamentally different about my voice, even though the pitches are the same. Even though I still can't sing terribly low, there's something like fundamentally different in the tone of my voice, and I can't put my finger on it. So it's such a bizarre feeling. I'm almost coming up on my 4 months anniversary, which is pretty exciting. I'm sure I've already said that earlier, but I am working towards top surgery at a certain point. Now, this is unfortunate because I live in the United States of America and top surgery is $10,000 and my health insurance does not cover top surgery. So, this year I'm going to really focus on putting away as much money as I can from my job at school, so that I could someday achieve that goal. But I think it's really huge that I've started testosterone. I think it's funny that I started streaming and revealed my voice before testosterone, because myself from 4 years ago would never have wanted to do that. And I was like, no, I'm never going to debut until I'm like 2 months on T. That did not work out the way I expected it to, because the excitement for streaming, I think it just took over. I wanted to start. I wanted to figure out what it was like right then, and I'm glad I did. There's a piece of advice I take from the comic artist Shen, which is, he is the author of Blue Chair Comics on Webtoon, and he used to do a Q&A series during which he answered the question, what is your advice to new comic artists? And his advice was, just start. It doesn't matter if you think you're ready or not ready, just start. I don't care what your art looks like, I don't care what your resources look like, just start. From that advice, I started a webtoon of my own, which I am not going to be name dropping here because it's actually terrible. Like, I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I took that advice, but I'm not going to dox that. I cannot have that revealed. However, I have followed that advice into streaming. I streamed pre-debut because of specifically that advice, even though my microphone has been actual dog shit at every single point in the process, even though for a long time all I had was my chibi model to stream with. Oh my gosh, little announcement. I'm going to be making myself a new model soon. I'm probably going to change my outfit up. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I want to use some of my newer rigging skills. I want to use newer art skills for sure, because this model's drawing is like 2 or 3 years old, even though the rig is only 1 year old. So I think I'm just kind of ready to improve and move forward. There's just a lot to think about, and something weird that happened from high school to college is that in my freshman year of high school, since we were locked inside and I did not have access to theater from the inside of my home, I focused all my artistic and creative energy on drawing. And I drew so much. I was drawing like 3 or 4 finished pieces every day because I took online commissions with fake currency, and I hate myself for that. That I started hating drawing, and it was a skill that I improved rapidly because I was drawing so much. I improved so rapidly. I really got so much better, but I started to hate drawing because I'm so anxious and focused on making a bed because I don't want to get killed before I sleep. I focused so much on drawing that I started to hate it. And I would still draw for myself every now and again, because even though I didn't like drawing, it was a skill I had access to. And drawing is, if you don't know, a very useful skill to have. So I never lost it, per se. But I didn't like it, and it made me feel sick every time I drew. It made me feel sick when people called me an artist because I wanted to be known for my theater. So I started trying to reorient myself. I focused on theater. I really devoted myself to theater for the next 3 years. And then freshman year of college rolls around, and I am putting so much of my life and my soul into theater that my relationship with theater starts crumbling. And out of nowhere, I'm starting to focus on art again, which is really weird because I used to hate drawing. It used to make me sick. Thankfully, I have not lost my passion for theater. I think that's because theater has always been my reigning passion, even more than art, for my whole life. So it was never really an issue of like, I'm gonna hate theater and have to flip-flop between these two art forms for my whole life. But last year I really went through a struggle where I just hated my own skills. I hated my curriculum in theater. And, well, not hated. Hated is the wrong word for what I experienced specifically. But I started feeling a bit averse to it, and I needed space. And so I got back into drawing. Now, my drawing has really not improved since, like, junior year of high school. I feel like my drawing skills have been basically the same since then, and I know that the ways that I want to improve, I'll need to just start experimenting and doing different styles. Like, what I really don't like right now is my style, because my style is, like, it's established, it's, oh my gosh, the lag is actually unbearable. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm gonna give it a minute to chill out. My style is established. My style is really, really, evolved. If I want to change my art and improve it, I need to fundamentally change the way it looks. And I'm not really ready to invest in that, I don't think. Even though I don't like my art as it is, and I put a lot of time into it, I'm not ready to invest in changing my art style, because that's just so much time, and it'll take a lot more attention on art than I can really afford to give it, even with all my free time this year. However, I really want to devote energy into creating a new and improved model for myself. I need to practice my rigging, kind of just reorient in that department. But I think that I'm ready. I think I'm ready to, sorry, I'm so distracted. I think I'm ready to kind of give myself a fresh new model to work with. I think I will appreciate that whenever I'm ready to take that step. Rigging has always just been a really important skill to me regardless. It's kind of between passion and sustainability. So, you know, I practice when I can, although the last time I really sunk my teeth into a rigging project was my close friend Dino's model last August, which was not posted until months after I finished it. But, oh, excuse me. Excuse the voice crack. I'm so sorry. But anyways... Okay, the seed kind of sucks. I put so much time and effort into making sure I would not have a... Well, okay, it was not so much time and effort, but I explicitly started the seed before a stream so that I would not be wandering aimlessly. So I really like to start with flat worlds because there's a lot of potential for villages there, and you can collect a lot of wood, which I just think is really good for early game. But this is all... It's all, like, default, easy, early game. Like, give me a mangrove, please. Oh, you know what? I will take this coal. Playing Minecraft with me... Oh, no. No, I don't want that. Where are you? Playing Minecraft with me in 2020, which was when my, like, biggest Minecraft phase was, because, you know, we were all home and stuff, was a nightmare, because from my previous worlds, I learned that once you get a lot of coal, and you feel comfortable, you stop mining it, and then you run out, and suddenly you have all this iron and no coal with which to smelt it. So now, every time I play Minecraft, I literally cannot leave a single piece of coal behind. Every time I'm mining, I just have to get every single... Like, granted, I can reach it, but like if I see coal, I'm going to get it, and it doesn't matter if I'm holding up an expedition and everyone else wants to go deeper in the cave. Like, I need the coal, and I'm so terrified that I'm gonna run out of coal someday. I started keeping full chests of coal that would just be fully devoted to coal. Like, I wanted to fill every single chest slot with coal, and it has never worked out for me that way. That's just a very ambitious project. Even if I do get every single piece of coal, I'm never going to fill an entire chest with it. So, that's unfortunate for people watching interested in game progress, because I'm not very good at game progress, but I am good at ensuring I have a lot of coal. I'm actually not good at game progress in Minecraft ever. Even once I feel comfortable, I have never once on my own beat in the Ender Dragon. And this is very sad. This is very tragic. I've been playing Minecraft since I was like 7 or 9, I don't remember. Whenever it came out, a little bit after that. And I still have never beaten the Ender Dragon on my own. I beat it with friends. There was a small era of my life when I would speedrun it on a set seed that we found that was just really, really good for speedrunning. And we found it ourselves, and then after some updates, the seed is not the same anymore. It's so sad. But, we got down to like 1 hour. We started at like 2 hours, 56 minutes. And after speedrunning over and over again, we got to like 56 minutes. Or like 57. It might have been like an hour and 6 minutes. I don't know. But speedrunning Minecraft is fun. But it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like... Because I never played it on like hard mode or anything, but speedrunning just doesn't feel like, to me, a valid beating of the game. Like, yes, it is a beating of the game Minecraft, but it's not like you had a world that you loved and cherished and that you worked on for a long time and then finally decided you were ready. Which I think that might just be an exclusively bad Minecraft player experience. Because for me personally, right, I'm awful at Minecraft. I cannot spend a day getting netherite and then beating the Ender Dragon, whereas I know that's a lot of people's typical Minecraft day, even if they're not speedrunning. I just cannot do all of that in one day. I like to take my time, put together a really nice world. I don't know if that's any fun or not to watch, but I don't know. I like playing Minecraft as God intended. I like that there's cherry trees here. This is good. This is good. I'll bring them with me to the mangrove. 'Cause I like having access to pink wood. It's very pleasant. Why did I do that? Why did I climb the wrong side? I was like, oh, there'll be a connector somewhere. No, there's not. It's okay. I can come back for the pink wood at a later date. We are chillaxing. I have a lot to yap about. I just never remember it all. It'll come to me eventually if I have something important to say. I yapped a lot though. I overshared at some bits. Oh yeah, to expand upon something that I did not really explain earlier. After losing a lot of the people that supported me to get to where I am now with VTubing, it was really hard to think about it as a hobby again. After that, it was like, this is in my past completely. And not like in the way that losing people made me feel like it was attached to them, and since they weren't there to support me anymore, I couldn't do it. It was genuinely just like, these are the people who know about this in my life, because a lot, like the people that I meet nowadays, I don't tell them about my streaming. It's very private to me, and I do like to keep my my real life personality separate from my online activities. Um, it's weird now because I'm getting a more authentic, like isolated experience. Where I know I've seen a lot of YouTubers talk about like my family doesn't know, or like my mom found my streaming the other day. What do I do? Like that's never been an issue for me because I was really like everyone who was around me during the time that I was so focused on my model and learning to rig for 3 years and preparing for my debut for 3 years. They knew who I am. They knew the importance of streaming and VTubing to me. And it's weird to be disconnected from that, even though it's not the end of the world. It's hard. It's so hard to stay motivated when the people who supported me and watched me do the things that I wanted to do are not here anymore. And it's not their fault, friendships end. But I guess it's a part of a learning process, and I really love the friends that I have nowadays. I do have many friends that I've been keeping up with like since early high school, or even like my current best friend in the entire world. We met in kindergarten, so like it's not all bad, but life is changing, and I think that's really hard for me to approach. Which I think is strange to admit because I've always been like really comfortable with the way that life moves on, but I'm starting just finally at this point in my life as a college student to actually process what it means that certain things will never be the way they were again. And realizing that every stage of life is so fleeting and to never expect it to last. And it's weird because at first I would think to connect that to stages of childhood. Like, I know a lot of the time, I'm not a parent, so I don't mean to speak for parents, but I've seen a lot of parents discuss how weird it is watching your baby turn into a teenager and then turn into an adult. That's just so hard to process because you spent time at stages in their life when they had to be fed through a bottle. But I realized that that's really applicable to what my lifestyle looks like from time to time. And I think this is really, really explicitly characterized by COVID. And it's weird to say that because COVID was just such a huge part of my developmental years that I watched a lifestyle that was familiar to me completely evolve, because during that time I spent every single moment of my free time in VC with friends. And I just assumed that that would never have to change even after COVID. Even if I spent less time in VC, that the way my relationships work and the way my time is spent would stay the same. I watched people around me change, and they stopped wanting to spend all of their free time on VC. I met people who could take me places and that I could hang out with in person. And Minecraft became more of a 2-week phase type of deal than let's just hop on every single day because there's nothing better to do. And that was really weird. And then every time I enter a 2-week Minecraft phase, I'm like, this is my life now. And then the 2 weeks pass and it's not anymore. And that's really weird. That's really weird because this is like a regular change of lifestyle where for just a little bit, my very outdoorsy, very going out every night type of friend group, for just those 2 weeks turns into let's stay in and play Minecraft over the phone. It's so strange to have to experience that change of life. But I think I'm learning to appreciate that, like, very deeply. Yeah. Oh, words are hard, but I like yapping. I rewatched a little bit of my 2022 stream, and it was really funny watching myself describe pseudo drama between my friends, like lore drama between my friends, with code names. It's so weird looking back because I feel like it's a totally different person that I'm watching. I'm like, this is a child, even though it was just 2 years ago. That's why it's important to me to have these video documentations. You know, that's why I'm video documenting right now as I speak to myself. I see that there is an ocean temple, which I actually do not want to be near. Oh, but a sunken ship, which I do want to be near. I hope I do not get guardianed while pillaging that ship. Oh, it's mostly above ground. Let's go. That's awesome. Okay. I might just have to take the L and not do a mangrove biome, but I gotta find at least somewhere that is, like, a nice place to settle down, you know? I'm not gonna settle for more plains. I gotta find, like, a cool little place where I see a vision of what my home could look like. You know, maybe, like, on a mountainside. That would be cool. I was so distracted by yapping, though, that I did not really get the best materials I could have. But it's okay. I'm a yapper. I think that's, like, half the fun of streaming. I would love to stream with my friends more again. I think it's so fun, but I got really scared because back in the day, as I have spoken about extensively, I feel like it's really inappropriate to stream with, like, your friends who are contextualized by the time you spent together at school or, like, afterwards in the summer, and have them conform to your online personality. I do think that's weird and mildly inappropriate. So, you just gotta find people who are, like, actually into it. You know? And be respectful about it. Oh. Potatoes. I'll take the carrots, too. Is this moldy stew? Oh, suspicious stew. I don't want that. I don't want to know what makes it so suspicious. I do not. Okay. Oh, no. Oh no, the chest is hidden. It's buried. For real. Oh man, I hope this chest isn't buried. This is the important one. This lag is actually unbearable. I am so sorry. Where's the chest? I cannot see a thing. There it is. Okay, okay, I won't complain. Alright, onward to finding an actual place to settle down. That was an awful, very annoying stretch of biomes, though. Very unenjoyable. Okay, here it is, over here. Okay, I'm gonna give my computer a minute to breathe again. Okay. This is my call to action. I'm gonna have to get that stick of RAM put in. No matter how dirty the inside of my computer may be. Maybe I'll figure out how to do it myself and accidentally break my computer. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. I'm gonna take a big swig. I need to mute. Okay, I'm back. I just drank apple juice. Apple juice is my saving grace. I think apple juice is like medicine for every single ailment ever. I love apple juice. I don't know why. I started drinking it every time I would go. So I live really close to a city, and I can take the train in. But it's a commitment of time. So it's like, you go to the city, you dedicate your day to that, and the travel... First of all, it's a city. You gotta be safe. And the travel can be a lot. So every time I would go to the city, I would get myself a bottle of apple juice from the school cafe. And be like, this is medicine. This is going to protect me. I don't know what it is about apple juice. I'm just so certain that it's going to absolutely protect me from every ailment ever. Every time I have allergies or, like, I don't know what it is about school. I hate my school, and I wake up every morning with, like, sick to my stomach, and I'm like, apple juice will cure me. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I'm just being a baby back, and I gotta man up about it. Ah! Oh! That actually jump scared me. That actually scared the shit out of me. I'm so sorry. Okay, rude. That motorcycle can quiet down. That actually scared me so bad. That's not meant to be a jump scare, right? That just happens. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that scream sounded like over stream. I'm so sorry. Okay, I do not like. Okay, my main thing is I need to get away from these mountainous areas. That was like what I really did not like about my biome options beforehand. I get away from there. I don't want mountains. I want to live. Okay, yes, maybe living in a mountainside could be nice, but I do not want to have to navigate mountains every time I go to explore. Because exploring is my favorite thing in Minecraft. I love exploring. I know there's like people who are like better at building or go mining or in the Nether. My Minecraft thing is exploring, and I like filling out maps, which is extremely unnecessary when you have things like typically I play on Feather Client with when I'm with my friends. Right now I'm not because I just didn't want to deal with that, but I have a built-in map which is extremely convenient. But I love mapping and I like making a big old map board. I'm also good at building though, so I'm not like a one-trick pony. But I am though. I'm terrible at the Nether and I'm terrible at mining, so you know can't win them all. Okay, I need to, like, be away from the mountains. This is actually so unnecessary. This spawn was so awful. This is such a bad spawn. I was like, I don't want to take a seed that I know will have the biome I want in it. That's cheating. But it would be better than this. It's been quite literally a whole hour. I was told something in my senior year math class. My senior year math class teacher told me that it is such a good skill to be able to make yourself laugh. And I make myself laugh all the time because I'm actually hilarious and I'm the funniest person alive. And I could yap to myself for hours. So, I make great company. I laugh at my own jokes because I'm funny. Okay, see, like that. I don't know if my tone is coming across as being sarcastic and overly confident. I think I'm extremely funny for that, but maybe I'm just a little silly. That's okay. That's okay. But I was told it's a good trait to have, which makes me happy because I love laughing at my own jokes. No one else seems to think I'm as funny as I do, but I think I'm funny. Okay. I probably should dock around this flatter area and sleep. But I don't know if it's going to be, like, just an island. Yeah, this does not look like the kind of place I want to home permanently. That's okay. That's okay. Also, hello. Greetings. There's a lot of magma over there. I wonder what that's about. Okay. Okay. This is a really interesting formation. Oh. Yeah, this is an interesting formation of land. I don't think this is the kind of place I'm gonna want to stay at, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep boating around. No! The mining fatigue. This is horrible. Hi, wow. You are so good. Do not worry about your network connection. My network is actually terrible. I'm not sure if you're seeing how bad this game is lagging right now. I'm so sorry about that. But no, you are so... I'm so glad to have you. Welcome. Never worry about poor network. I also have no idea how scuffed the stream is coming across because I have it open so I can read chat, but I do not know if there's any audio problems. I would not know. I guess I'll have to find that out in post. I have to be almost done breaking this. It cannot take this long. It cannot take this long. Hi, how has your day been? I don't know if you can hear me very well, but how has your day been? I hope you're doing well. I have to be almost done. Please tell me it's almost done. This is actually horrible. Also, for a little bit of context in my living situation, so I live in an apartment, repurposed apartment building, and each suite in this building has one single bedroom, one double bedroom, like for a roommate, and one triple bedroom, which has 3 people in it. Due to my specific accommodations, I have the single bedroom. I applied for that. I went through a whole process to ensure it. And one of the people from the triple in my apartment left. So there's me in the single, 2 people in the double, and 2 people in the triple. So I have 4 suite mates right now. I'm trying to be as quiet as I can because I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm so worried that I'm louder than I mean to be. I don't know what the doors are like. So my last year I was like fully in a dorm building on campus, and the doors were so everything was so thin. You could hear everything happening in every room. Like, you could just sit outside someone's dorm and hear the conversation they're having. I don't know what my situation is like here. I'm really worried that I'm being too loud. I'm so bad at being too loud. Okay, another sunken ship. I can make a little detour. This bit of land doesn't look too bad. I don't know though, it's a little boring. I need a really cool biome to settle down in. I'm taking another big swig. I'm back. Okay. Okay, so that's extremely unhelpful. These ships are awful. They're all full of dirt and gravel. I feel like I'm being spited right now. Minecraft gods don't like me. Okay, behave yourself. The cars are fighting outside. It's like cats fighting. Every time I hear the cars honking outside my apartment, I'm like, the girls are fighting. I don't know how loud or obnoxious the cars are, so I'm sorry if you could hear them really loudly and obnoxiously, or if you can't. And oh my gosh, I'm dying. Why can't I get out? Or if me calling out the cars is very confusing. That was like messed up. Why was I stuck down there? That was really weird. Okay, anyways. I need to find somewhere to live that is not here. This is so boring. This map is awful. I got so unlucky. Oh my gosh. Today I woke up at 11:50. It felt fantastic. I've been like nonstop doing things because I moved in Saturday. I packed up that Friday. On Sunday, I don't remember what I did. I was probably doing a lot of stuff Sunday. I think I spent some time with my suite mates, actually. Yeah, I had a floor meeting. I got to know my suite mates and we went out for lunch. And then I went home and had to do some job trainings. Yesterday, I had 3 classes, because Monday is my hard day. I have 3 classes, which keep me out of my dorm from like 10:30 in the morning until 5:30 at night. And then I had more job trainings and a bit of homework. Today, I woke up at 10:50. That was fantastic. I'm living the life right now. Like, actually. And tomorrow I only have 1 class. I'm excited for that. My schedule is really nice. I worked really hard to make sure that I would be able to dedicate some time to my job, because I'm really grateful for my job here. And I love my location, although school has been really, really tough. Like, college has been really, really tough. Last year, I'm really trying to approach this new semester with optimism. I really think that I can make it work, and I have a lot to be grateful for. And I love my friends. I love people. Oh, okay. No, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you're having fun at my stream. Oh. Your English is great. Oh my gosh. It means a lot to me that you're spending time with my stream even though it's difficult for you. That is so cool. You're so cool for that. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'm so glad that you're having fun. I'm really glad it's fun. I can't really tell sometimes if I'm being like socially inept in the way that I talk, or like, because I can just talk to myself for hours and I find myself extremely funny, even though not many other people do. Which I guess is like the perfect way to stream, especially it took me many months to master the art of talking to myself on stream, but um I mean, and I haven't even mastered it. You know, sometimes I just don't know what to say. But, you know, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. And it means a lot to me that you're here. It means a lot to me that you're spending some time here. It means a lot to me that you're having fun. I think I have a lot to learn about streaming. I'm definitely far from a perfect or good streamer. Um, it takes so much time. And coming back to it, especially after over a year of not streaming, is so bizarre, so discombobulating, but I'm having a really, really nice time. I'm really glad to be here. I'm glad to be sharing some time with you. It's really nice. It's really nice to be chillaxing here. I'm not sure when I'm gonna end. I was planning initially, so I was supposed to start at 5 p.m. in my time, and maybe end around 7, but I was not able to start until like 5:30. And I'm having a little too much fun to end at 7, so we'll see. We'll see. What other language do you speak? I tried to learn French for a really long time, but I just really struggle with learning languages, so it didn't work out for me. Which is funny, because my mom is a Canadian immigrant, and she decided not to teach me French when I was a baby, so now I just don't know any other languages. Thanks, Mom. Which is a joke, by the way. I love my mom. I wish I knew French. It would be so cool. This might not be a bad place to settle down. Actually, this is sick. I could live next to a lava fall. I'll settle down right here, somewhere in this area. Oh wait, it might be an island and have nothing else that I can do. I don't know how big this land is going to be. This is an issue. Yes, it would be cool if I lived next to a lava fall, but it's so hard finding a good place to settle down. And now, at this point, I've spent an hour and a half in this world, and I don't have what it takes to start over. I'm gonna have to figure out something. Okay, eventually I think my computer's gonna be a little too sick from lag for me to continue. It might not be up to me when I end stream or not. I think this is too close to the ocean for me, honestly. There's just so... I really... As an explorer, I don't know how I feel about the sheer amount of ocean I had to cross to get here. Maybe I should have just sucked it up and stayed where I was at spawn. But it was so boring, and there were so many mountains. I think this is okay. This is okay. I'm gonna give my laptop a short break again, and also take another big swig. I will be right back. I'm back. Did you miss me? I hope you didn't have too much fun while I was gone. Sorry I abandoned you for a minute. I don't know what it'll sound like if I drink on stream. It might be really weird. I'm worried about having like a big gulp on stream, and also I drink out of a water bottle, so it's like big slurps, and that's really weird. I don't want the sound of my slurping on stream. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? This is not that bad. I think I'm gonna keep traveling this area and see if I like it, because I don't mind being here in a flat biome. As I said, I would love to live in a mangrove. However, that may not be on my list of options for today. For this world. I had, right before the newer update, I had a world that I lived in a mangrove, and it was going really nicely. I had a really cute house and cats. And then they just had to add a new update, you know? So, like, so much for that. Thanks, Minecraft. But yeah, I don't know if it's tough to stay motivated to keep playing on a single player world, you know? Like, it's so nice to get home and play Minecraft with your friends late at night, or because you're on school vacation or whatever. I don't know how relatable that is, but it's so much harder for me to stay motivated to keep playing a single player world. Especially because I've never beaten the Ender Dragon. It's really hard. But I also feel like the first time I beat it myself, and I've never actually, like, stayed to read the credits in the poem at the end. Like, the first time I actually sit down and read that poem after beating it myself, I will probably be destroyed. I will probably cry so much. So I don't know. Am I ready for that? Maybe that would be a nice stream activity, but I'd have to mute my microphone because I know I'd start crying. It would be so cool if I beat the Ender Dragon by myself for the first time on stream, but I just don't know if I'll ever have the hardiness to do that, the grit. Okay. I think I am mildly off-put by how much of this land is flats. I'm gonna have to keep looking. Okay, I'm really weird about breathing. Because all the time, if I'm on the phone and I keep forgetting that I have to breathe, and I'll breathe out really loud. And people ask me, like, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I just forgot to breathe. Don't ask me how I managed to do that, but I forget to breathe very frequently. Oh my gosh, if I die, which, by the way, happens a lot. I'm so bad at Minecraft. I die all the time. If I die and have to go back to spawn, it's Jover. I'm starting a new world. I'm just saying that now. If I die and lose all my progress, which is very little, but a very long way that I traveled, it's Jover. It's Jover. I'm starting over. Oh my gosh, I'm so loud. I don't know what this sounds like in the microphone. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not peaking it too much. Well, I'm sure I'm peaking it a lot, but I hope it doesn't sound bad. I need to check the audio after. I tried to run audio tests before stream because I spent a long time preparing, but it ended up being like it was fine. I have an issue where all the time my mic sounds too quiet, so like even on full volume, it's kind of difficult to hear me. But I can see when I peak the mic, I just have no idea what that sounds like. I also don't know if me bouncing my leg is messing with the audio, so I'm sorry about that. I took a swig without muting, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit out of my element right now. What is going on? I really like the new tracks they've added. I love C14, is it? I love all the OG music. It's really nice to see them adding new ones too. They're all just so fitting. It's really nice to... Excuse me, I'm having a moment! The cars are so noisy. It's so nice to hear the new Minecraft music. I think it's really interesting to see an aspect of a game that has stayed the same for so long. Get some new additions that sound really nice and are just as beloved as the old ones. I think it's really refreshing. And it's so funny because I think like people are like getting upset about dramas that haven't happened. Like I've seen people be like, no, they didn't fire C14. They're just adding new ones by commission. And I'm like, this has never been an issue. No one was worried. Sometimes a game likes to have a wide variety of music, dude. It's not that deep. Oh, my laugh sounds so... Okay, funny thing about testosterone. My laugh is so funny. It's probably the most affected thing because you can hear where my voice just kind of gives out at a certain pitch. If I have like a full-on laugh attack, it sounds extremely funny. I've recorded myself dying of laughter, and it sounds like a wheezing, dying animal. It's actually pretty funny. But I wonder what my voice will be like once it settles. I'm very, I'm excited. It's really intimate to me to be streaming, and especially like I just posted a cover 3 months on T. It's like really intimate to be releasing clips of my voice throughout the process rather than just after, or even like before and after. As much as I would have preferred to never be heard before T, I just knew that wasn't possible. And it's really strange to be just recording normal stuff while going through the changes of T. But I also think it's kind of important. I've been recording on my personal TikTok, so I try to just document everything that happens. I think it's an important resource to future trans people. Also, goodbye! Goodbye! It was so nice to have you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm really glad that you got to hang out for a bit. I will probably be on tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, sometime later this week. So, I will see you later. Thank you for spending time with me, and have a good night. But yeah, just like experiencing the way that my identity, like my physical, like everything, the way I look, the way I sound changes, and being in a position where I'm interested in like posting videos of any kind. It's really weird to go through these changes publicly. But like I said, also important. Also important. Like, I hope that someday my experience can be used as education for another trans person. Okay. I see this big gaping hole. That's, I'm guessing, a cave. I think that'll be really interesting if I build a house in there. This is, okay, this is an extremely boring location, but I guess location doesn't matter to me so much as traveling in Minecraft, so maybe I just gotta, like, accept my fate that I'm not gonna find a cool place to settle down. Or also, okay, I don't know if it's like a cheat, or I can't do it right now. I could slash locate a biome that I'd like to be in, right? Like, I'm gonna keep looking this way. Hey! Ah! There's a fly buzzing in my room. It keeps touching me. I want to be left alone. Okay, there's good potential for mining here. That's good news. Okay, so it's not actually a cave. This is interesting, though. I'm gonna give it a look. I don't know. If it's not a cave, then it means I get to keep looking for the perfect place to build my house. Yeah. Oh, see, I don't like that this is a gravel biome. I absolutely hate the gravel biome. Bye-bye, WoW. It's nice to meet you. I really don't like this gravel biome. I think I'm gonna have to go overseas again. Which is boring and annoying, I'm sorry. I hate to keep prolonging any actual progress being made, but that's what I do best, unfortunately. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure something out. Yeah. And, oh! Okay. Well, see, this changes things. I also might... There's a slightly more interesting biome behind this one. If I make myself a nice little... Hold on. Since when did I get this? Okay. I'm gonna make myself a... Oh, wait, I probably can't mine that without iron, can I? I have iron! I forgot about that! Yay! Yippee! I'm taking another swig. Be right back. I'm back. I'm actually almost out of apple juice. I'm very sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm out of apple juice. I suppose buy more, but I don't want to. I had a really big jug of it. I don't know. There's a really nice brand at my school cafe, and I don't know how to find it elsewhere than the dining hall. I gotta figure out where to buy more of that. There's, okay. I'm not sure if this is like a universal experience or like a me in my suburban town experience, but when I went to high school, there was this weird, like, not. There was a soda, and they didn't sell actual soda at the dining hall, or the cafeteria. There was this thing called a switch. It was the cans were tiny. They were tall but thin, and then in my senior year, they like downsized to be short and thin, so that they had like even less volume than a can of Coke. Which is just because it was a cheap, I guess, drink that they could sell for way more than it was worth at a high school cafeteria. But it like tasted weird. It was not very good, but I know my best friend would have one like every single day, and she really liked it. And I'm so confused. I don't know where to get more Switch. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where my high school cafeteria was finding it. But I need to find out. It's so funny. There's a photo of me. It just absolutely bottoms up that soda. I did it in honor of my friend because she had just moved across the country for our senior year, unfortunately. And it's just a really funny photo. I'm just absolutely downing this can of very odd tasting soda. And then on the last day of my senior year, because I had another friend who likes this soda that was at the cafe, and he would steal one every day. I don't know if I can say this. Can I say this? He would steal one every day from the cafeteria. And on my last day of senior year, I think this is the only time I've ever done anything like this because I'm always so scared of breaking rules. But on the very last day of my senior year, when they could no longer do anything to persecute me, right? I was like, I gotta try this. And I stole a can of Switch. And at this point, they were already really short. So they, like, short and thin, so they were really easy to just slip in your pocket. I was so scared. I was terrified for the whole time I was checking out, because I did actually buy lunch. But I was so scared. And then I went outside, because we had outside eating options. And I sat down with my friends, and I pulled it out, and I was like, guys, they're gonna arrest me. It was like my final screw you to this high school, because I did not like my high school. I think I was just being annoying and dramatic, because, I was a high school senior, and I was so close to graduating. And it was like, it's my final huzzah. I stole a can of Switch. I was so scared, though. It was not a very cool theft, because I was terrified. I can never break the rules. I always feel so bad. It's so funny. Oh, something else. Okay, so in my first year of college, so my college does this really progressive thing for first years, where most of the first years live right on campus, so that they can cultivate community where they are. And also, just like by coincidence, most of the dorms on campus are singles. So it just creates a really, really comfortable, living situation. Halfway through my first year, so after the first semester, I was like, I can't do this. I hate my school. Everything that could be going wrong is going wrong. And I was like, I physically cannot come back without some form of other support. I had tried to utilize mental health resources on campus. It just wasn't my vibe. It was not working for me. I ended up doing months of research on ferrets because I wanted a cat, but my parents said no. I was really responsible. I did months of research on ferrets because ferrets are exotic animals. They are pretty high maintenance. And I decided that a ferret would meet my needs. I mean, explicitly, like, the responsibility that a ferret requires ended up being really productive for me, and it did support my mental health. I ended up adopting a ferret. Now, something about ferrets is that they have to be kept in doubles. So you have to either adopt two of them or already have one at home when you're adopting another one that they can bond with. And there's definitely, there's exceptions to that. Like, some ferrets are okay single. Sometimes a ferret won't want to rebond after their current bonded partner passes away. So my ferret actually got really sick. She has adrenal disease, which is not curable, but it is treatable and manageable. But unfortunately, for some reason, her symptoms showed so vaguely that they couldn't tell, her old vets couldn't tell for years if she had adrenal or not. And they basically said, if she gets worse, then it's time for treatment. But right now, she doesn't really seem to be in need of treatment. When I adopted her and I took her to a new vet, they were like, this looks like adrenal, and we could probably relieve a lot of the symptoms that she has right now by treatment. And the treatment is that I chose. So you can surgically remove the adrenal gland affected. Let me start from the beginning of this disease, as it has been explained to me by a vet. I'm not a vet, I'm not an expert, I'm probably going to get something wrong. But adrenal disease in a ferret is when they get neutered or spayed and their adrenal glands start overcompensating by overproducing sex hormones. And they have 2 adrenal glands. Or maybe more. I'm not sure if it was that they have 2 or that they have like a lot. I think it's 2. I think it's 2. I just don't want to sound stupid. I think it's 2. So ferrets have 2 adrenal glands, and one of their adrenal glands could be affected by this. And you could choose to surgically remove the affected gland, but then the other one could just become affected instead. So it's a really imperfect solution. And a surgery of like that would be like $1,200 if I understand correctly. So instead I got her an implant, which helps relieve those symptoms and keep that disease at bay. It's about $300, and you have to replace it annually. And that's totally manageable for me. I am responsible enough. I take good care of her. I'm a working citizen. I can handle that. She's my baby. So I adopted Lala. She's very old. So she's 6. In the United States of America, just because of the breeding conditions, being that ferrets are mass-bred in mills like puppies, they are prone to diseases just from being old. And that's really unfortunate. So ferrets here live about 5 to 8 years. In other countries, they live closer to 13 to 14. And unfortunately, Lala is about 6. So, hello, hi. Hello. Welcome, Isaac. Hi. Yes, I'm working. I am a full-time student and a part-time worker, and I love my job. I love my job. I don't love my school, but I love my job. And I love my location. My job treats me so good, and I'm doing my best for them. Even though the job is very complex, I'm still in training after months. I'm doing my best. They have afforded me a very nice opportunity that I'm incredibly grateful for. And they allow me to do nice things, like take care of my baby, who I love very much, even though she's 6. So she doesn't have very long, but I'm going to give her a very spoiled last few years of her life, and hope that she finds some relief from her adrenal, which she was suffering from for a very long time, I think. She's my baby. It's my job anyways. That is private information. I can't tell you. I'm assuming you know me in real life. You're welcome to text me that and ask me. I can't say it publicly, though. But yeah. So I did a lot of research. I take good care of my baby. It was tough because a lot of the people around me didn't believe I could do it. A lot of the people around me were like, what's my social security number? Okay, so actually it's... No, I'm kidding. I would not. My major, my school, as I've said, is very weirdly progressive about the way it treats its students. We do not have majors. We have something called an area of study. Which means you can take literally whatever class you want from any major, as long as you follow their credit requirements for like just the general curriculum. You can take whatever class you want from any area of study, and you get to use the classes you took to reform your resume for whichever job you're applying to. There are specific programs, like for me, I'm in the theater program, which you have to take a certain amount of specifically theater-identified classes. Yeah. No majors. There's an area of study. So I think there's programs for music, dance, theater, and I believe probably some, I'm not sure if there are other specific programs like this with the required amount of classes. So there's a few different types of this program. There's oh, if I give too many details about the program, it's very, very unique to my college. Um, it's so chill. It is so chill. Um, so you can either take like 3 or 4 extra classes or 5, 6 extra classes, and they just show up as a different, form of the program. Taking the 5, 6 extra classes means you're taking like 7, 8 classes total, because you take 2 academics, and then the third, typically people take 3 classes here because the classes are really homework heavy, and it makes up for a full-time amount of job work. Um, and that means people here, I should take a loom, but I don't have that much space. Yeah, I'll take a loom. It's just, I really wouldn't recommend doing the heavier kind of the program. First of all, you'll run out of classes to take. They really cannot do that to you for 3 years, because you can only do the easier one first year. But you'll run out of classes to take, and you'll also be constantly dying in work, especially if you're actually involved in like the theater projects outside of your program. My area of study is theater, so I'm in the theater program. I have the 3, 4 extra classes, and I also study philosophy. That's what I dedicate my gen eds to, because when I translate this into real world talk, I say I double major in musical theater and philosophy, because it is so strange to explain. Like, it's mainly like when I in the future would go to apply for jobs. I'm not about to be like, I had my areas of study were musical theater and philosophy. By dedicating my gen eds to philosophy and just being a part of the theater program, I get to say I double majored in musical theater and philosophy. That's basically the real world translation of what I'm doing with my credits. But yeah, I did a lot of research. I adopted my little baby, and she has been so helpful to me. I was completely right when I thought that the responsibility of taking care of her would support my mental health, and I am doing so much better this year than I was last year. And I think she greatly contributed to me having a much better second semester than first semester. So I'm just doing my best. I'm really working to make the best of my education right now, even though it's just really hard, and I don't really, so just so much. There's so much. Being a student is so difficult. And I worked around my schedule. I work really hard every semester to give myself at least 1 day off from classes, and as of right now, that is dedicated to my job. So I leave open weekends and Tuesdays for my job. But since this is my first week of classes, I went to my job and I was like, I'm just letting you know I'm available as of next Saturday, but please do not put me on this week. I really need to settle into school. And that is what freed me up to stream today. And I'm so excited that I got some time to stream today. It's huge. It's huge. It was also really impulsive. I think I decided literally Sunday or yesterday. I was sitting down and I was like, I should stream for the first time in over a year tomorrow. Oh my gosh. You do not want to be like me, little bro. You do not want to be like me. I am the thinker. You're right. I am the thinker. You do not. You gotta find your own path. You are such a brilliant individual. You are such a brilliant individual. You got this. You have your own path. I am academically struggling. All jokes. That's very sweet of you to say, but I think you're on a great path right now. Just doing what you're doing. Also, like, hello. Hi. I had an inkling it was you. Oh. I'm getting touched by the fly again. I hate this fly. Why do you have 3 different accounts? What is going on right now? Also, how did you find out I was streaming today? You don't just happen to be following me, do you? Oh my gosh, bro is triple accounting me right now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is crazy right now. This is so crazy right now. What is going on right now? What? Okay. Alright, buddy. The jig is up. Oh, I took another uncensored swig again. I'm sorry. I don't know how disgusting that sounds through the mic. Alright, have a good rest of your day. It was nice to see you. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. The jig is up. Or did I say the gig is up? I meant the jig is up. It's so funny. All three of yous, get out of here. Okay, good. I was really worried that me taking big old drinks of my apple juice water bottle was really disturbing, audibly. I don't know. I'm looking for a place to stay, but all these biomes are so boring. I don't have a good one, dude. I've been yapping to myself for an hour and a half now, and I have not found a good place to stay. Also, it's horribly laggy, so that's just something we're gonna have to live with until I get the RAM installed in my PC. I'm gonna now I'm on the road again. I'm on the road again, finding a new. Okay, so the ice is really unhelpful. The ice is so unhelpful. Why must I? This is horrible. This map is so bad. Yes, I'm drinking my apple juice. I love apple juice. It's my cure for everything. I take every time I feel. Hmm? Oh, 1 second. never unmuted my microphone! I'm sorry. Oh no! Oh no, thank you for letting me know. That was really embarrassing. I was yapping for a very long time. That was so sad. Oh no, they're gonna make me slow. Oh my gosh, this is the worst thing that could have happened. Oh wait, I forgot I have a boat. Tsa! Oh no, there's more of them. What do I do in this situation? Oh my gosh. What do I do in this situation? What do I... Whoa, I want to get to that village. No. This is so bad. This is so bad. There's multiple villages I could escape to, but I cannot do that safely right now. It's so dark and so mobby. And I'm so slowed down. Oh, there's so many of you. There's so many. Oh, the slowness is almost gone. Please just let me get unslow. There we go. I know. I could just keep boating. It's okay. I'm almost at this one village over here. And then I can go eepy. You're kidding! There's no bed! This is so bad! This is... Oh, there's an iron golem, though. I'm safe. It's okay. Do y'all not sleep? Oh. Sorry. Sorry, bro. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so what I was saying while I was muted because I'm actually dumb is that I'm thinking about my online friend group from during quarantine. And I'm thinking about how melancholic it is that we all grew up and went in different directions, because we did hang on to that friend group for a very long time. Even like during hybrid classes, we had managed to maintain some kind of structure for a long time, especially like a lot of us who were also taking hybrid classes. We would stay on VC throughout the class so that we could check in on mental health between periods, because it was an extremely stressful and difficult time. It's really it's weird to look back on now, because that was just a way of life for so long, and it's weird that it's not that way anymore. And I know I can't really complain that much about the fact that it didn't stay the same forever, because that's life. Life changes. It'd be that way. There is only so much that you can do. And it's beautiful to get to experience multiple different phases of friendships and life, and you know, what works for your life right now will not always. But I think I tried to hold on to it for so long because I just didn't understand the way that things change. But now it's just weird looking back, because I can't believe I don't talk to them anymore. We're not on bad terms or anything. I just don't talk to them, and that's so weird, right? Like, that's weird. Oh, I should be stealing furnaces. That would be a responsible decision right now, right? Yes, that's a responsible decision. I reach out to them when I can. There's a few of them that I would keep up and tell them happy birthday yearly, because I had it in my phone, but you know, it only lasts so long, because then they don't remember your birthday, and then it's weird that you keep telling them happy birthday, you know? Oh my gosh, let me out. Hold on, I gotta go up to a crafting table if there is one around. Okay, fine. I guess I'll place my own. On the road again. It's so weird that COVID was a way of life for so long, and now it's just like, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. That's weird. That's weird. They're all out there. Like, we went our separate ways because we tried so hard. We just were a good friend group, like, regardless of our COVID circumstances. Like, we were an objectively good friend group, right? And we worked for so well. I mean, we worked so well for so long, even after quarantine, right? And then just life happens, and it's so weird because we were all in different places. There's nothing we could really do to maintain what we had. If I die from crashing into something, it's so over. Oh my gosh. I'm glitching in the boat. I'm no good at steering, especially when my actual piece of junk laptop. So go faster. Okay, I think I'm actually going in a circle now. Yes, so that was extremely unhelpful. I could have crashed right then. That would not have been ideal. Okay, so okay. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to traverse before I find a livable area. The seed is actually evil, but then will it not feel like it was all for naught when I settle down somewhere, right? Or if if I start a new world, right? Then what was all of this for? I have to make this seed work for me, but actually it's so unfun to travel. I'm gonna get nothing out of mapping, which is my favorite thing to do. Dude, I have to make it work. I have to stay strong. There's no way I'm starting over. There's no way. Especially when I specifically checked to make sure I had a fun spawn. And the spawn wasn't even fun. Man, this game sucks. Also, I'm all out of appy juice, which is extremely disturbing. I got nothing. Well, actually, I have Capri Sun lemonade, which tastes so diabolically bad, but it's okay. Meow, 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 meow. We've reached that time of night, fellas. I am meowing. Meow, 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 meow. I wonder what that looks like, because I know the mouth tracking gets really messed up when my when my laptop is going through too much. The lip syncing is the first thing that goes. So I hope the meow looked nice, I guess. I hope that was visually stimulating. I wish that the boat could get back up on the ice without me having to, like, yeah. Lame. Where am I even going? Like, there's a chance I could be pointed towards literally where I came from, and that would be diabolical. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. You know what? At least I got in a good yap session today. Even if I did not find a very nice home to stay at, I got in a good yap session. And that's all that matters, I think. How unsatisfying would it be if I start next time with a new seed, huh? How would that feel? Unfortunately, I might have to. Sometimes you gotta lose the progress to get the win, I guess. That was not even funny. My brain's going at this point. It's so Jover. It's so Jover. Also, I was informed that I am audible by the Sweetmates, but they don't really seem to care. So, we are chillaxing. I'm trying to lock in, dude. Also, the face tracking is... The tough part about streaming late at night, and I've had this exact issue, like, during a literal collab stream when I lost all of my footage just because it was so awful, is that, what is it? Oh, yeah. As it gets later at night and the sun goes down, you can literally see as my model gets worse and worse tracking because of the lighting. I have a lamp right now, and I'm hoping that it's providing some kind of visual lighting support. However, oh my gosh. There's only so much I can do. My dorm does have a light bulb, but it's right above my bed, which is on the opposite side of my room from my desk. As much as I would love to stream from my bed, that sounds like it would become horribly awful for my health and my posture. Because already, like, when I'm at home during school breaks, my laptop stays on my bed, and I draw on my stomach. So it's like... Is that... I'm gonna ignore that. I think I don't even need another village. I'm just so... Yeah, I'm so... starting a new world next time. This is so unfortunate. Oh, wait, no, okay. It's not a singular light bulb. It's a lamp. It's a lamp, which probably has a singular light bulb in it. But it's a orange lamp. It's a orange lamp. And because it's like on the side of my face, so it doesn't do the best for lighting. But, like, I literally watched an entire stream become unplayable because I didn't notice that the sun was setting while I was playing. And slowly, all of my motions started getting worse and worse until at the end, it was just a still blinking image. Or, like, still breathing, because it didn't even track my blinking. It was just me breathing. Because that's an automated animation through Live 2D. It's so funny. It was so funny. I ended up at least having some really funny highlights from that stream because I ended up vibing really well with my stream partner, but... Okay, so I forgot to notice that the sun was setting in the game, which is now becoming a whole different kind of issue. You see how this is an issue for me? I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I have the attention span of an actual goldfish. Like, IRL. Maybe it's because my hair is orange and white. Ignore the brown part of it. That must be why I have the memory of a goldfish. Oh. My string lights came on because they're on a timer. I guess they happen to turn on at 7. That's going to kill me. I can't believe that didn't kill me. Oh no! Oh no, this is going to kill me though. I'm in a really bad position. Okay, so the village is still in sightline. So objectively, if I can make it there, that is not the worst decision I can make in this situation. However, I'm still making absolutely zero progress on where I'm going to live. I don't want to end stream because I'm really vibing right now. However, I am just going to start a new world next time. I'm just starting a new world next time. It's not worth it, truly. I can run again. I could boat, but I don't want to. It's so hard to control the boat. Oh my gosh. Oh. Stay away from me. Stay away from me, Creepazoid. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to sleep this night away and and end stream and seek brighter pastures maybe tomorrow night. Oh, fabulous. That's just what I needed. This too. Actually, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I can't keep this world. Okay. Unfortunately, it seems that this is the very disappointing end of my search for a good place to stay. This seed sucks. I'm not spending any more time looking. So, thank you to everyone who joined me today. Thank you for listening to me yap. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. It was so much fun getting to yap again, and I hope to make a habit of it this semester. So I'll see you next time, maybe tomorrow or sometime this week. So have a good night. Bye-bye. Okay. Yes, wait, hold on. I got this. Check this out. Bye-bye.